Right. I think that's about it for now. I think we may be ready to hit unpause. Oh, no. No. We do need a granary. One will probably be enough, so we'll go for one bunt for now. And while we're here, just to make sure that we'll place a maintenance guy up here. So he'll start here, he'll naturally wander down here. And actually, while we're there, we'll place a roadblock. We can always delete that later, but for now, it'll just keep him focusing on these sections. So as you can see, we've burnt through nearly half of our drachma already. So that's quite dramatic. But I think we're ready to hit unpause. So I'm going to do that now. So time is now passing. As you can see, the wolves are actually moving. And people will start arriving from down here, I believe. Okay, so the game has registered that we now need employees because it realizes that there's all these houses. So I'm just going to hit pause quickly. So as you can see, overview we need 180, but if we want to see that in more detail, we have to hit that. So we need 103. We have no one employed, but we have enough housing for 192. So when people arrive, even without any of this being upgraded, everything has enough going for it to get going, if you see what I mean. Everything, even with these at their most basic, when people move in, they're just little shacks, there is going to be enough housing, providing enough employees for every part of our industry to have enough. And then once we're at that stage, we can think about building some culture buildings and, you know, little additions. But for now, I just want to get all of our industry on the go, up and running. So we're producing food, we're producing fleece, we're producing olive oil, it's being distributed, and then we can work on other things. Because as food and olive oil and fleece is distributed to these buildings, to these houses, they will upgrade and there'll be more room and we'll have more immigration, etc, etc. So it said 12 newcomers have arrived this month. We may not be able to see them yet, so I'm just going to hit unpause. I believe it's down here that they arrived from. Yeah, you can see them there. And here they are.
I've heard that there's a cornucopia of food here. Yummy!
I don't know where he heard that, because we have produced no food at the moment, but either way. So actually 80 was probably a little slow. I'm going to jump this up to 90. Yeah, this is running much smoother than it was the last time I played this. There's no lag here, that's so much nicer. Alright, so a Hydra is in the city. As you saw in the little intro voiceover, he did mention that the sheep that we decided to found our city upon, well, not literally on the sheep, but on the location where it chose to lay down, or was it a cow? It was a cow. The cow lay down near a Hydra, so this is the Hydra now. Fortunately, he's very far away from our city. Ordinarily, this Hydra would be smashing buildings up, killing people. Just generally, it's not a good thing to have a monster in your city at all. It's not something you want. But he's far away. He's not going to bother us. He's guarding the marble, it looks like. He's just going to wander around there. We don't really have an issue with that. He can do what he wants. The music's gotten a little dramatic, but, you know, that's fine. Although, actually, saying that, I will right-click on the Hydra, because... Okay, so yeah, things like special people, well actually anyone you can right click on and hear their thoughts, but it's interesting when it's a more sort of unique character. So these guys will say different things. So.
A new home and maybe a new job. Fortune is smiling upon me. A new city, a new home. And
they're so optimistic. Alright, I wonder now if I can place goats. I can't, no. Yes, I can. It is taking the money. The goats will appear when I unpause. So I'm just going to place as many goats as it will let me before it complains about... Yeah, it's okay. So we need more dairies now. So that's fine. And we'll also place as many sheep. Money, like I said, really not an issue early on. So we're just going to... Okay, so now we've maxed out on those. When I hit unpause, you should see... a flock, a literal flock. There we go. So there's all the sheep, there's all the goats, and they're getting a little close. But once we've got the shepherds, I'm not worried. And they weren't that expensive anyway. So yeah, these guys, what they're going to do is they're just going to move into these plots of housing. and turn them into little shacks. So the residents of this this house need food from an agora before the house can improve. So you can see what supplies they've got, how many people are in there, and how many extra spaces there are in that building. Whether a clerk has collected tax, how happy the residents are, and I think that's just saying basically that they need food. And it will also let you know what you need to do to improve this house. So food is the first stage, that's all you need. Which should be absolutely fine. Just as you can see, now that people have moved in, so we still need 162 workers. We've got 21, and they have begun doing jobs. So I don't know if it's random or if health and safety is automatically given a priority. It may be that hygiene and safety has, because we've got healers and we've got maintenance staff wandering around right from the beginning. Like I said, there should be enough. Yeah, there should be plenty of people to get the industries up and running. And then once we've got an excess workforce from the food that's being produced, actually the dairies and the carding shed is starting to be. Once we've got an excess workforce from the food that's been produced, we can use that to start basically these will upgrade. We'll have an excess workforce, and then we can obviously build more industry because we'll have the workforce there to supply it. And building more industry will make the houses upgrade more, and it's generally a cycle of you get more population, which you can turn into more workforce. Alright, so that guy's going to wander around making sure that no plagues break out. This guy's just going to wander around making sure that nothing collapses. The wolves don't hurt people as far as I know. So we are still low on workforce, but we've got lots of people incoming. People do wish to come to the city, so... Okay, people still are coming. So we've hit 100 people, so that's nice. Alright, so I could have been a little bit mistaken about this. It looks like not everyone gets employed. I assumed wrong, clearly. So we're housing with 62 more people, but not everyone is getting employed. If I up the wage rate, that will probably affect the workforce. I think for now, what we're going to do is... No, we definitely need to make sure hygiene and safety is going. What we may need to do then is spread this out just a little more. And in fact, maybe even... Yeah. No, what am I doing? Alright, that was a little bit of a waste of money, but that's okay. Oh, there is an undo button. I probably could have just done that. Alright, so maybe actually what we want to do is... Now, I don't know if this is the brightest move, but I think I'm going to go for it. I'm going to create more housing early on. Move where that roadblock is. Boulevard, yeah. So another boulevard there. And I'm hoping that these guys are going to be able to cover all of this. And it may not be, but we'll play it by ear. For now, I'm feeling okay. We are quite low on money, so I do want to keep an eye on that. Yeah. We'll see how this goes. So we've got housing for 200 more people now. So that should be enough to get the workforce on the go. Oh wow, okay, so apparently food production and importation can support that many people. So when this is all... I think that's when this is all fully up and running. So we should be A-okay for food. Early on. We should be fine. I've got the water guys on the go. I think... Alright, so we don't have any contestants because we don't have any culture. So gymnasiums and stadiums will allow us to participate in the Nemean games. The same as drama schools will allow us to participate in, I think it's the Isthmian games, possibly the Pythian games. But anyway, that's not a priority right now. Priority is getting enough people in to fully stock up our workforce to get... Like, right now we've got no goat herds or shepherds out there, which is a little troubling because these guys are getting awfully close to the wolves. But once these guys move in, and our workforce becomes more complete, I'm hoping that that is a problem that will solve itself. I'm hoping. Alright, so we've got some goat herds going out. That is very good. We've actually got a little bit of wheat in there already. So as you can see, little lady in a green jacket.
I can't wait to pick out the finest food for my customers. I wouldn't want them to go hungry.
Of course not. Alright, so she's going to go and deal with that. We've got 48 workers needed. But once food starts getting spread... Actually, that roadblock isn't in the most ideal place. No, it's really not, is it? We can pop that roadblock there so that they have to go down here. Alright, so there she is. She's collected the wheat. There wasn't a lot of it, but hopefully there's going to be some cheese. We've got some fleece on the go already, which is quite good. And once she goes back and there's actually stuff to give out, Trolley Man should appear. Yes, there we go. And as you can see, he has already given out some food to the shack. So they actually already need access to more culture. So that's probably going to be the next sort of step on our list, I think. But for now, yeah, housing is skyrocketing as this guy delivers out all the food. I'm hoping he's going to head down here and down there. An option later on may be to actually delete a few of these houses and have an agora on each side. But for now, this should be enough to cover everyone. I'm reasonably confident of that. Okay, so he hasn't gone down there. He may have run out of food already. Oh no, he's going down this way now. That's fine. So this lady has got even more food. That's brilliant. Alright, so food should not be a problem. Fleece is also well on the go. We'll worry about olive oil in a bit once we've got a few more employees up and running. I am just trying to think where the best... Could close this district off here. We could just completely close that off there and start spreading this down for a bit of culture. I'm thinking maybe a couple of gymnasiums. Also, while we're here, this may not be the best spot for it. I want to place a palace somewhere so we can start collecting tax, because as you can see, we've spent a lot of money, we are making no money. And that is not good. So you can rotate with R. I'm trying to think where the best place to place this would be. The palace isn't really too important, it's more just a... I think there will be fine. Yeah, why not? Needs access to a road. Is that... I don't know if that counts, but we may spread that around. And then what we will also do is stick a tax collector just there. Just try and make sure that we are at least bringing in some funds. I may delete some of these later once we're really rolling in money. Right now I just want to get the city up and running. So let's also stick a couple of colleges. A podium. Oh, did not mean to right click on that. So apparently right clicking gives you a help screen, so that's quite useful to know. Let's also stick a theatre and a drama school here. Hopefully these guys will literally walk up here and spread their culture around. But we do also want to keep an eye on... Okay, food shouldn't be an issue. We've got it stored up. We've got a lot being produced. I'm reasonably confident that food is going to be fine. Yeah, we are not going to be hitting over 2,000 anytime soon. So let's unpause. This should have access to a road. It would say if it didn't, I believe. Possibly not. No, I think it's fine, but we will just spread around like that. Alright, so that guy's delivered food to these bits. That's good. Hopefully he heads his right here. No, he headed left. That's okay. Alright, and we got some culture on the go as well, so that's good. These guys have become hostile, which is unfortunate, but nothing we can do about it. Is the tax collector on the go? He hasn't quite got enough people yet. We're very close to having everyone we need though, so that's good. These guys aren't getting food, that's troubling to me, but there we go, that's better. And yeah, I think looping it round was a good move. And this guy should give them culture, I hope. Okay, we've hit 500, that's pretty good. Alright, so we've got a tax collector going around, but he doesn't seem to be actually taxing anyone. Okay, those guys need water. We've got a water guy, he should be heading around. Alright, what do these guys need? They need fleece. Ah, so that's an issue I didn't think about. Fleece vendors are too distant. We've almost capped out on it as well. Alright, so what I'm going to do in this case then is I'm going to pop a storehouse here and I'm going to tell them to get fleece. So they will literally go out and, yeah, so that guy's going to go and fetch it, bring it here, which should bring it within range of these guys. So we've actually got unemployed now, so that can be a problem. Unemployment can be a problem, but I always prefer to have unemployment than overemployment. Alright, I'm a little bit worried about... Alright, we are making some money now, so that's good. How happy are people, I wonder? People wish to come to the city. Let's just hit pause a second. Let's see... Okay, so this is actually our chances of winning the game, so we're all not bad or okay, so we probably won't, but... popularity is great, so I think I can probably afford to up the tax rate just a smidge, just to try and squeeze a few more ducats out of these guys. So these guys need water. Why aren't they receiving water? Where is my water man? Okay, that's not good. Alright, so we're going to need another maintenance office here just to try and... we did not want to lose those college buildings. We can't really have the funds to rebuild it at the moment either. But I think what we'll do is we'll stick another water guy there. Like I say, we've got the unemployment, so they will... There we go, now people are really starting to upgrade. That's nice to see. Alright. Okay, so these guys are actually deteriorating because they're running out of food. Now, there is enough food, so that shouldn't be a problem. I wonder why. Okay, so it seems like food is not reaching all the places it should do. So I think maybe my Agora... Okay, so somebody is actually invading us. Well, that could be a problem, because I don't know if we're going to have the funds to pay them off now. We may do. We may do if by the end of... they won't be here by the end of the year. I don't know. Alright, so popularity is beginning to sink. It's still high. I'm okay with that. Okay, so they're going to be here in a month. I don't know. We may try and fight them off. As you can see, we have got rabble elements, but that will affect our workforce. And we've got a lot of unemployed. We could afford it. I may try and fight them off, to be honest. We are making money now, which is nice. Oh, we've actually nearly hit our target as well. I really need to see this guy heading up and down. Okay, so we can afford to bribe them, so we'll do that. We'll just bribe them. They'll go away. They'll stop being a problem. This guy isn't moving down here. That's quite worrying. What I may do is... we can build a monument for our cowardice. I may move the Agora to here. I might have to wait a little while for money to pop up. And also, we're about to hit target, so it'll be the end of the episode. We'll come back to the same city, but... Population milestone, 1,000 people. And any minute now, it should realise that we were successful. Any minute now. Alright, so that guy has reached
Under
them.
your
There we go.
leadership, Thebes is beginning to thrive. Yet the multi-headed menace still plagues the land, and the city will never be truly great as long as it counts the monster as one of its residents.
Alright, so population 1,000, and we hit that.
The time has come. Ares' multi-headed serpent will not leave Thebes alone, and as the city grows, the monster is bound to cause more trouble. Plus, you could really use some of that marble it seems to be guarding. For the good of the city, the serpent must be slain. No ordinary human can perform this extraordinary task, however. You will need the help of a hero.
Okay, so as I said, you need heroes to slay monsters. I think you can do it with your own soldiers, but if I tried to do it with just the rabble, it would take forever, and I am not going to try and do that. Plus, we should probably play along. The idea is to jump through the hoops they're giving us so you can learn the game, and I definitely need to relearn the game. So our goal for this is actually to produce 48 slabs of marble. We won't be able to do that until we've slain the Hydra, so we're going to have to bring the hero here to do that. So I'll hit pause. Now, it should have, yeah, so it's unlocked. Heroes Hall for Hercules. So Hercules is the one that kills the Hydra. So if we build this, I'm trying to think where to build it. Well, oh, I can also build a stadium. That's quite cool. I do need to rebuild some colleges. So I'll build a college there. Hercules' Hall is probably going to be... I know it needs culture. So I think Hercules' Hall will be fine there. Like I say, this may not be set in stone. Alright, so these guys are all upgrading now. That's nice. Okay, they've run out of fleece. Ah, we got enough. It's just the vendor being kind of lazy is all. Okay. Yeah, so he's out again. And these guys need olive oil, don't they? Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. So, excellent citywide gymnasium access. That's one of the things we need. We've already got that. We need a population of 1,500. We're already on 1,100, and there is... I can't click it now, but there's quite a lot of housing available. And when these upgrade, that is not going to be a problem at all. It has excellent culture access. Right now it's saying it has some access. I think that's because these guys haven't wandered past yet. As they do, that will tick up, so we should hit that. We have to win a Pan-Hellenic game, so we haven't done that yet, but as we add extra culture, I'm fairly confident we can do that. And we need 32 amphorae of wine. Now, this caused me some issues last time because... yeah, I'm not sure if this is a bug or if it's intended, but it doesn't unlock for you the ability to make your own wine. And... nobody, except your rivals, who you can't trade with, produces wine. So they buy wine, but they don't sell it, so you can't buy this. So there is no way for us to get wine. Fortunately, oh my god, unemployment is 47%, we're going to have to build some more things. Fortunately, people do gift you wine randomly. I think maybe that's intended, but yeah, so we can't get that right away. So we're going to build another college there. How is our tax looking? Only 45%. You know what, let's stick another tax office up here. And also what I think I'm going to do is move the Agora into here. I'm not sure. These guys do seem to be getting coverage, but if these downgrade again, I'll definitely move them.